And the problem is that we don't really have any good tools for detecting it, for understanding it, to understand the meaning of it. So it remains to be seen what interaction we have with that. But if we take the most abstract idea of a thought, if we can give the idea that, a mouse could have a thought, which I think it does, then certainly this global brain will have a thought.
If the superbrain is capable of developing its own thoughts, then there is not much fantasy needed to contemplate the possibility that we could eventually lose the control over this. That is the point about which Yuval Harari is warning us.
You call, let's say, the future, the century of Dadaism, or the age of Dadaism.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
In essence, Dadaism is the idea that if you have enough data on a person, especially biometric data, and if you have enough computing power, you can understand that person better than the person understands himself or herself. And then you can control this person, manipulate them, and make decisions for them. And we are getting very close to the point when Facebook and Google and the Chinese government know people far better than these people know themselves. Democracy and the free market and individualism and liberalism, these are all predicated on the basic assumption that nobody knows me better than I know myself. So nobody should take decisions for me. And nobody really understands how I feel and what I think. And this was true throughout history. Nobody really knew who you are and how you feel. Even if the Catholic Church, or say the KGB in the Soviet Union, followed you around everywhere and always listened to every conversation you have and analyzed it and so forth, they still didn't know who you are. They still didn't really know how you feel and what you think, because they didn't understand biology well enough, and they didn't have enough computing power to make sense of these immense amounts of data. So this was always true, but it's no longer true now, or it won't be true in 10 years. In 10 or 20 years, somebody like Google or like the Chinese government will have enough data on you, enough understanding of biology, and enough computing power to understand you better than you understand yourself, to understand your feelings, your thoughts, your desires, your obsessions. You don't know why you feel the way you feel, but Google knows, or the Chinese government knows.